everybody, thanks for tuning in to today's video. We're just going to have a quick look at the verification stats for the summer of 2012 and see how my summer forecast fared. You'll remember that the summer forecast that I predicted was for an average summer, average rainfall, average temperature, so I'll have a look and see how that fared, because I think it's important that when somebody makes a forecast that you come back at the end of the period and see how it went. Some forecasters try and bend the end outcome to suit their forecast, and they try and change the forecast, but I'm not going to do that. We're going to have a proper look at the stats and see how that fared against my forecast. Anyway, before I get on with the video, just want to talk about the advertisement. There'll usually be a video ad overlaying my web videos at GavsWeatherVids.com. Please pay us for you should be supporting GavsWeatherVids.com by doing that. So we're using the verification stats from the UK Met Office. The forecast period that we're comparing to is the 81 to 2010 period. And the first thing we're looking at is the temperature anomaly for the summer of 2012, and these are this is the scale here. The darker the colours, the bigger the anomaly, really. So where we've got these red colours, that's where we've got a very warm season. Where we've got the dark blue colours, that's where we've got a very cold season. And the white or pale colours is around the average. That'll be the same on all the other charts as well. So you can see most of the country actually is in these white colours and very pale blue colours as well. One exception is eastern Scotland, where it was a very chilly summer. Actually the anomaly there is down to around 2 Celsius below the 81 to 2010 average, so a very chilly summer across eastern Scotland. But the rest of us, the bulk of the country, actually seeing temperatures very close to the seasonal average here, maybe slightly coming slightly under average across some parts, but other places, more particularly in the east of England and parts of Wales, well, Ireland also seeing those temperatures very much close to the seasonal normal, really. Notice this very slight pink colour here across the west of Scotland. That just indicates that west of Scotland has seen the best of the weather this summer. We'll have a look at the precipitation anomalies as well in a moment. That will tell the tale. So really, for many parts of the country, very slightly below average, but really quite close to average, and that's happened because of August. If it was just on June and July, it would be a much colder than average season across all parts of the country, but August did save the temperatures a little bit. It was a warmer month, near normal temperatures really, but a warmer month in August, and that just lifted the average for the season up. So it just goes to show you that one season, one month rather, can save a season really. Even if you have two very cold months, very cool months, if you have one month that's warm, that can just lift the average up. So having a look at the precipitation anomaly, and this is much more interesting really. We've got these very dark blue colours here across many parts of the country. Remember, white is around average precipitation. Well, most parts of the country in either the deep blue, very deep blue there, almost navy blue really. That's indicating 170% plus of the seasonal average. Everywhere else really between 150 and 170% of the average. Just these far eastern counties coming out at 110 to 130%. But really, wherever you are away from this northern and western part of Scotland, you did have a wet summer. So my forecast for average rainfall, average temperatures was wrong. Temperature not too bad, maybe a little bit out on the temperatures, but for the precipitation, well, that was a very poor forecast from me because the precipitation did come out well above average wherever you are, and that really came about from the phenomenally wet weather that we had in June and July. August was a little bit dry, but a lot of places above average rainfall in August as well, but August wasn't enough to save the precipitation. It was a wet summer however you cut it. And the only place that wasn't wet was northern and western Scotland. Strange enough, the place where you'd expect it probably to be wetter than average normally, it wasn't. It was actually drier than average up there, with under 50% of the average for some parts of western and northern Scotland. The reason that happened is that the jet stream was running southwards. It was running south across England, Wales, and at times it was well to the south of England, Wales, running through France and into Spain. But we had a blocking area of high pressure to the north of that, and that just kept things drier for northern and western Scotland. Normally in a typical summer you would have the jet stream running through northern and western Scotland, taking the rainfall there, so that would get the wettest anomaly, and the driest anomaly would be in the south and the southeast. So a very topsy-turvy summer really to what you would normally expect, but this pattern is becoming more common in the summers recently. We have been seeing summers more along the lines of this in the last year, since 2007. And that's really indicative of the blocking that we've been getting through the summer season to the north of the country, pushing that jet stream south. Just want to show you the sunshine averages for the summer. I didn't do a prediction for sunshine, but I just want to show you this in any case. For the north and the west of Scotland, we've got above average sunshine, just many places average, but far western Isles of Scotland actually come out with a little bit above average sunshine, but the rest of the country we're below average. Spare a thought for eastern and southern Scotland, where we came out under 65% of the average sunshine. A very, very dull summer there. I wonder if you saw much of the sun really over the last 3 months. It makes you wonder. But for the rest of us, well, sunshine was below average, around 75 to 85% of the average for many of us. The southeast of England, even there it was a dull of an average summer with 85 to 95% of the average. So overall, a pretty dreadful summer really, with sunshine coming out for many of us, coming out below average for many of us, rainfall coming out well above average for many of us. A very wet summer. Of course it did help with the drought. We do need the rain, so it ended the drought, so that was good news in one way. And for temperatures, well, slightly cooler than average, or around the average for many of us. But the thing with that is that you have to remember that's all down to August, because June and July, both very cool months, well below average. But August did tend to save things just a little bit for the temperatures. So in terms of my forecast, which was for an average summer, average temperatures, average rainfall, it was wrong. Temperatures not too bad, maybe a little bit above what it ended up at the forecast, but not too bad for temperatures, but for precipitation very poor forecast. Totally wrong. It was a very wet summer indeed, nowhere near the average. And the place to be in this summer season was Western Scotland. They had a good summer up there. Well, that's it for now, and we're going to have a look now at the August season, at the autumn season I should say, see how that develops, and that's it for now. Thanks for watching.